Gratitude, most divine angels, ancestors, ascended masters for cleansing and purifying any impurities within my decks. No negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree. Anything that's around me that is trying to distract me of the truth, Ashe, I banish right now as I speak, Ashe. No demonic forces, no trickster spirits. I declare and I decree, Ashe. Bring forth truth and clarity for the collective at this time. Those that are most needing the message at this time, Ashe. Gratitude. Rich rising, y'all. Gratitude for cleansing and purifying any impurities, no negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree, Ashe. Anything that is around me that is not meant to be around me, I declare and I decree is banished, Ashe. What y'all really want, can't touch. Thank you for liking the live. Repost this live, share this live, tap the screen if you can. As you come in the chat, type in the chat what you're grateful for. Express gratitude at this time. What you're grateful for today. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Start the morning off with gratitude. Sacral chakra. All right, so sacral chakra can be significant at this time. Your creativity. I was getting the message from Spirit of scarcity. Grateful for the endless wisdom available on time on the internet and the great wise sages like you. Ashe. Ashe, I like that. I was definitely feeling like we are definitely in a great time to be alive, okay? Regardless of what's going on in society, it's a great time to be alive at this time. We in the age of Aquarius and coming up on the season of Aquarius season also as well. I'm grateful to be able to live a peaceful life because I've been through so much and God is bringing me out of the dark days. Ashe. Me too. Me too. Me too. You're an Aquarius also as well. Welcome and happy birthday. Happy early birthday. I've been attracting a lot of Aquariuses also as well in here lately. It's been a lot of Aquariuses, a lot of Tauruses, Virgos. That's been coming in here. But yeah, so Spirit was giving me a message surrounding scarcity. You're an Aries. Welcome in, welcome in. I've been attracting a lot of Aries too. I do readings, yes. Energy check is $22.22. You can send it to my Cash App or my PayPal. The link is in the bio. Rich Rising Golden, thank you for the heart meme. But yeah, so like I was saying, Spirit was giving me the message of scarcity today, this morning. And pretty much what Spirit was referring to in regards to this scarcity is where are you limiting yourself at this time? And what type of negative self-talk are you saying to yourself at this time also as well? What you believe is what you achieve, okay? Also as well here. So it's like, you know, some of you are in a space to where you are changing your belief system. So some of you could be integrating certain situations to where you have been shifting your mind in a sense here. That old programming is still kind of there in a sense, and that's okay because it takes some time to reprogram our mind. So if you feel as if you haven't, got it completely off, the ground in regards to your mindset and the way you kind of think about things. You may, say more negative than the positive at this time, but sometimes you keep catching yourself speaking more negative or more positive lately. All it takes is repetition. All right. So repetition is what's needed at this time. Consistency is what's needed at this time. And so yes, the belief system also as well. So believing what you are saying also as well. And sometimes that can come later. Sometimes believing certain things that you're saying can come later. Because there's certain things, even if you don't believe it at this time, still continue to keep saying it in a positive light, whatever it is that's positive. So for instance, I'll say my own example. There's spaces and times where I have not, I've been in poverty, growing up my life, and I wasn't taught financial literacy. um so it's like I had to learn. I'm starting to learn more about financial freedom, financial literacy also as well. And so me kind of speaking that abundant lifestyle over myself, it kind of just was like, it felt uncomfortable at first, but it's like the more I continue to say it, the more I continue to believe it. The more the signs come, the more I continue to believe it also as well. So it's like, what signs are being put in front of you to where you can start believing the things that spirit is trying to shape your new reality. So some of you are trying to shape a new reality at this time, and all it takes is for you to, it's like that faith of the mustard seed. I talk about this a lot on my page. God damn, this just will not go out. So maybe it just doesn't need to go out at this time. Okay. So some of you there's a certain spark in your life here, okay, to where it's like you may be around certain things that are dimming your light. You may be trying to dimming your life in a sense in regards to your old patterns. And it's like spirit's like, keep on lighting that fire. Yeah, the truth on the bottom of the deck here, Ace of Swords. So it's like there's something that's being placed in front of you, or whatever the case may be. Something may be cleansing of your energy also as well. Some of you may be purging also as well, to where spirits like continue to allow this to happen. So some of you, your body may shifting at this time. Hey Shyla, Rich Rising. Some of you, your body may be shifting at this time. Certain things are kind of just, out of whack in a sense, but it's like things have to be imbalanced in order for it to get back into balance, is what I'm picking up on. So some of you may be purging in regards to your skin. So you may be seeing more kind of breakouts kind of happening at this time. Our body starts to show us also as well where we need to lean more into direction. So some of you could be having what's it called? Um, what's it called? Stomach issues also as well. Okay. This is solar plexus activation also as well. Okay, so it's like activating that confidence within you. So, like I said, there's certain boosts of energy that you may be kind of rising on at this time or receiving at this time. Okay. So whatever the signs is that's showing you to keep going, I'm picking up on 10, 10, 111, 333, 222, a lot of angel numbers, 11, 11, 12, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 also as well. So it's like, even though it feels uncomfortable, keep going, because this is a sign that spirit's showing you that they're guiding you and they're right next to you. Okay. And sometimes it's kind of hard to not believe, you know, because we're not able to see certain things within our own, like our two eyes. But it's like some of you are very much opening your third eye energy, to where your first eye, you're starting to be able to see things more clearly. Okay. All right, as you come in the chat, type in the chat what you're grateful for at this time. I need to get back to doing those messages, my daily messages with the gratitude. Okay, so type in the chat what you're grateful for at this time. This new moon in Capricorn was yesterday, so the energy is still here with this new moon in Capricorn. And so I've been talking about this also as well. I did post it on my page of the energy of this new moon. It is momentum, it is also discipline, structure, also as well. So, as we're getting ready and preparing ourselves for New Year's, New Year's resolutions and such, okay? I'm hearing earlier today I was picking up on the energy is do what you say you was going to do. All right. I'm grateful for the opinion to expand my abilities. I'm grateful for health, Ashe. But do what you say you was going to do, okay? Too many times we kind of fall short and don't do the things that we say that we're going to do, but start small also as well. The power of less is very significant at this time. So less is more also as well. Okay. Less is more. So, if you feel like you're in a space to where if you get overwhelmed a lot, we're in a society to where our nervous systems are not as regulated as they should be. Okay. They're very much out of whack, at this time, and I'm not necessarily projecting that energy onto you guys, but that's just the truth of the matter of it all right now at this time. So aligning our nervous systems to feel more calm. Okay. So if you feel like you got to rush to do everything, if you feel like you're always kind of racing to do certain stuff, a rush to do things, take your time. Okay. Take your time, but don't go too slow now. All right. So because some of you may be going a little bit, step out of your comfort zone. Okay. Ashe. So it's like step out of your comfort zone. Don't be going too slow. North node energy. Ashe. All right. We've been talking about north node energy, and we've been talking about south node energy this past week here, in regards to moving out of that comfort, which is that south node energy, and moving into that uncomfortableness, which is that north node energy. Thank you, Yolanda. But yeah, so moving out of that energy at this time. Okay. We have to be able to get uncomfortable in order to get into the places and the spaces that we want to be. All right. Yeah, you're very close to achieving your goal, Ashe. All right, so a lot of us are very close to achieving a particular goal, and all it takes is for you to continue to keep up with the momentum. Okay, heavy on 2026 is momentum. Heavy on 2026 is stability, also as well, like longevity. Like where are you at in regards to your life that you've been really wanting to expand yourself also as well. Where are you getting kind of led to, or where are you getting pushed to where you're getting no choice but to expand? So some of you have been in that comfort zone for too long, and like spirit is like pushing you. So whether this is being you doing that prayer work. Okay, so it's like when we kind of manifest and we put our prayers and our things that we want into the universe, in a sense, we speak it out loud. We're manifesting that energy. Or say for instance, even your thoughts, it's like you're at home thinking like, oh, I just don't really think this job is for me anymore, or I just really don't think that this relationship is for me anymore, or I just really don't think this friendship circle is for me anymore, I just don't think that this city is for me anymore, this environment, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, or even certain health problems, or certain issues in regards to your body. It's like you may just be kind of pondering on those things, and it's like whole time you're putting those thoughts out and those manifestations out into the universe. So it's like the universe is always listening, divine is always listening, God's always listening. Okay. So it's like when you're manifesting this energy and you're kind of seeing things, visualizing things differently also for yourself, like spirit is in a place to where it's like now you start getting all these signs, because it's like, okay, now you're getting pushed also as well, to where it's like now all of a sudden you got a problem with that coworker at work. Now all of a sudden more and more situation in regards to arguments keep coming up in regards to your relationships. Now all of a sudden you don't really relate to the people that surround you, to where the conversations are starting to change. They're starting to be a little bit different also as well. So this is something to where these are signs to where it's like don't miss the signs, being too distracted. Spirit was also giving me the energy of being distracted also as well. So it's like when you're too much in that fast-paced life. Like I said, that nervous system is in that fight or flight energy, or in survival energy also as well. We're not able to take the time to really pay attention to the signs, to really kind of see what's being expanded for us, to really kind of see that big picture thinking. And so the energy is where in a space are you kind of being in scarcity to where you have small picture thinking, and where can you expand it to see the bigger picture here? Okay, so you're very close to receiving your goal. Rich rising, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for the follows also as well. Repost this live, share the live, tap the screen. But yeah, so where is it that you need to expand at this time? Okay, we'll see, and we'll tap into the messages and see what's going on. Where are you guys feeling stuck at this time? Type in the chat where you guys are feeling stuck, and what areas are you guys feeling stuck at this time? Yeah, the energy is gaining momentum. Okay, what did I say? I said this 2026 is about momentum, and literally it comes out here. Okay, so 2026 is about momentum. 2026 is the year of the horse. I'm going to continue to talk about this. I'm going to continue to say it because we are in the phase of new beginnings. Okay, we are in the phase of stability to where things are absolutely achievable. Exactly, fire horse. That's crazy. Like I'm telling you, it's just right here. So things are kind of popping out and just kind of in your face at this time. It's like you can't even ignore the signs at this point, unless you are really in a distracted energy. If you're very distracted and you keep on missing these signs, and these signs are just kind of flashing right in front of your face, like I said, we have it coming out with the momentum. I'm talking about the momentum. I'm talking about achieving goals, and achieving goals is just right there also as well. I'm talking about us being in 2026, the year of the fire horse, and the fire horse is right on top of the deck here, okay? The coincidences is coincidence for a reason today, all right, Ashe? So it's like, what signs is it that you're seeing? I'm picking up on some of you guys are driving past certain, you may go on your daily routine, and then now you're starting to pick up on certain billboards or certain murals that you're seeing in a sense here. So say for instance, you drive down this street every single day. You take the same route or whatever the case may be, and then all of a sudden you finally keep on looking up, and it's like for some reason this billboard that you keep on passing, it's like all of a sudden you see this billboard, and it's like, be successful, or be patient, or time is a virtue, or just whatever the case may be. And it's like you keep driving past this, and it's like now all of a sudden you keep noticing it. So it's like, what in your environment are you starting to notice more and more by the day at this time? Okay, so what exactly that you're noticing? I can't hear spirit. You got to get quiet. You got to get more quiet. You got to take some time to yourself also as well. You got to recuperate your energy. Spirit is very quiet. Spirit is not loud. Okay. So when you are not able to hear spirit, if you're not in the space to where those downloads aren't coming in, all right, or you don't feel as if that you can pick up on the energy, there's a need for you to take some time back from just being around distractions. So even our phone can be a distraction. Other people can be distractions also as well. So our jobs can be distractions. Sometimes you just need to take off in a sense as well. Sometimes you just need to take some time to yourself. All right, I got you, Bree. All right, I want to put this out because I don't want this to keep on going. Oh shit, it's hot. This is probably just going to burn away because for some reason it's just not going out. I will allow it to do what it needs to do. Okay. Oh shit, that is hot. That's significant also as well. Spirit was actually talking to me about that earlier today, was allowing also as well. Because sometimes we can get in our own way. Yeah, what do you need to release? Exactly. What am I saying? Like, it's just, it literally just keeps on coming right out as I say this, or just whatever it is that is literally here that is, showing, what we need to see. So it says, what do you need to release at this time? So, allowing whatever needs to release, allowing whatever needs to flow and go, or whatever the case may be, take its course. Okay. So, if there's certain situations like I was speaking on, um, if there's a certain particular job that you just haven't been happy at for, for some time, and you may have got let go from that job, there could have been some budget cuts or whatever the case may be, or for instance, you are releasing certain relationships, going through certain heartbreaks. Allow it to just go ahead and transition its way out. Take some time to reflect on, was this relationship really even serving me at this point in time in my life anyways? It's like you got to really sit back and think about it, because some things are a blessing in disguise at this time. So it's like, certain things, may happen for us that will very much be effective at that time, but it's like, during time moves on, time continues to keep going every single day. Okay. So it's like, we're in a space to where, just allow things to flow. All right. One here, one more from this deck with this new moon energy. Goal planning takes consistency. Okay. So it's like you can have goals, you can write out your goals, all you want, but it's like there's a sense of dedication. You got to be dedicated with those goals. Also as well. So it's like, do you really want it? You got to really ask yourself, like, do I really want this change? Do I really want this shift? Like, what is it that I truly really want at this time? Yeah, the end of a tough cycle approaches, Ashe. So it's like, let it go, let it flow at this time. Capricorn, full moon impact Capricorn, but we're in a new moon Capricorn. So this says here the end of a tough cycle. So, and I've been talking about this also as well, to where it's like, and Spirit gave me the word justified January. Okay, justified January, Julabin January also as well. So it's like some of you are getting the answers that you need here in January, so that you can go ahead and gain this momentum, so that this energy will flow when it comes to the spring season, the new season, so new flowers can bloom. Okay. So whatever it is that needs to be put to rest at this time, that needs to be deaded, so that you can plant new seeds and bloom these seeds in spring season and resprout. Okay. April showers bring May flowers is what I'm hearing. So some of you also as well, there's certain situations that are going to continue to flow out, up until April. Okay. Also as well. So some of you may be, in a space to where multiple things may be happening at one point in time. Okay. So it's like what it's doing is it's purging and it's clearing. Okay. Like I said, I can't put this has not been being put out here. Oh shit. And it's hot. I'm not going to pick it up, but it's like for some reason Spirit does not want me to put this dragon's blood out. So it's like, let me just go ahead and allow it to keep on going and doing what it needs to do. So clearly there's a need for it to cleanse, purge, whatever the case may be at this time. Communication is key also as well. Okay. Communication is key. So it's like some of you, in spaces, are you communicating your needs at this time? What is it that you're needing to communicate for yourself? Where is it that you're kind of playing yourself small also as well with this energy is what I'm picking up on. So some of you that are in relationships at this time, I'm talking to my mommies right now. Okay. Some of you who are in relationships with people that, you've been with for some time, communication is key right now. So it's like, if you're feeling burnt out, speak up. Too many times, we do not speak up what we need and what we want and what we desire or need in a time, of being in relationships. Okay. So speak up at this time. And that will also bring your answers. When you actually are people pleasing, when you are not, speaking up what you need, you're not being vulnerable in certain situations, you feel as if you can't necessarily say the things that you need to say, or you can't necessarily speak certain things because you're afraid or timid of how someone else is going to take it. That speaks volumes. That pretty much tells you exactly what you need to do at this time. Okay, so some of you may be ending certain, long-term relationships because, some you guys aren't just really compatible. You're not on the same page here. Okay. So for my moms that are, kind of in that space to where you are feeling very tired, to where you don't have enough time for yourself, also as well, that is not going to work for you anymore. Okay, that's not working for you anymore. You got to really ask yourselves, is this really working for me? Are you burnt out? Do you continue to be burnt out because you're the only one taking care of the child in the house or the children in the house, and barely can take care of yourself? Okay, ask yourself that question. Is the relationship really, meant for you to continue to expand with? Because in a sense, you're not really expanding in that situation. So, some of you, communication is key. All right. So some of you need to speak up. You need to use your throat chakra at this time. I'm tired. There's certain things that I feel like I can't do. We got to shift in a sense, so check-ins. All right. It's like, at what point in time, do you ask yourself, for check-ins with your relationship? It's like, we can go the same way in the same direction, doing the same patterns, the same, whatever the case may be, same cycles, same, routines every single day, every all day, every other month, whatever the case may be. But it's like, at what point do we check in with each other for our relationship? Hey, how are you doing? Like, are you a little bit too overloaded at this time? Like, are you a little bit more stressed? Is there certain things going on with your mental health at this time? Can I help you in any spaces that you need at this time? Like, when are we going to start communicating with our partner for real, for real? It's like we're just kind of in relationships to be in relationships, just to say that we got a relationship. And it's like, and that's not part of the divine union that is rising at this time. So it's like, if you're feeling as if you want to attract a soulmate, you want to attract a twin flame, or whatever the case may be, solidifying the foundation is truly what it is, and checking in with the foundation also as well. Because just like we go through seasons, the relationship goes through seasons also as well. So it's like, in what point is the season of your relationship in right now, to where you guys need to come to a point in time to where you check in with each other? Okay. Hey, we've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I understand that this has been kind of our norm for some time, but I am feeling a little bit exhausted. I feel like I've kind of lost myself. I kind of want to get back to myself also as well. Okay. Some of you may kind of want to get back to yourself. Some of you kind of want to get that spark that's kind of there. It's like you're missing the spark. You're getting too lost in reality in a sense here. And it's like, sometimes you need to retract back so that you can change and shift your reality. You're too comfortable. Okay. Hey, DP. Hey, me. How's it going? I think I remember your picture. I think you booked with me before. Hey, Angela. How's it going? I'm also picking up on routine also as well. Okay, Capricorn energy can be very much in routine energy. It's earth sign energy. So heavy on the grounding energy also as well. Okay. So grounding your energy, being more in routine. All right. How many of you got a routine? How many of you got a routine? Also, I'm talking to my moms right now. Are your kids on routine? Type in the chat yes or no. All right. Don't be scared. Let's be honest. Let's be truthful today. All right. How many of you mamas got a routine for your kids? Drop in the chat. Let me know. Yes and no. Yes, 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 yes. With issues going on, routine changed a little. Yes and no. All right. So those that are answering no, in what areas is the routine not a routine? I got you, Brianna. You'll be number 2. All right, so those that answered yes, that you got a routine for your children, do you have a routine for yourself? Like, you answered yes for the routine for you and your kid, or for your kids, but do you have a routine for yourself? Rich Rise and Laura. Yes. Sabrina says yes. All right, y'all being a little quiet in the chat. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to the message here. But so take some time. So for those that don't have a routine, or maybe even needing to upgrade your routine also as well, okay? So maybe you need to take some time to upgrade your routine. Does this routine also as well pour into you in a sense, okay? So do you have a self-care routine, to where you can take care of yourself? Do you have a routine to where you can start your mornings off in a more pleasant way, in a more pleasant way, and going to sleep in a more pleasant way? Are you getting enough rest also as well? All right, so taking that time to kind of revamp your routine. Is it really working? Does it need a little bit more refresher also as well? So take some time. Yeah, exactly, with the Empress energy coming out. Okay. So heavy on the Empress energy, heavy on that divine feminine energy, heavy on Mother Earth energy also as well. So, some of you may want to take some time to refresh that routine, okay? Refresh that routine. I'm also picking up on health also as well. So some of you may be in a space to where you're needing to eat more fruits and vegetables, or incorporating more water into your diet as well. Here is what I'm picking up on. What I'm also picking up on is a moment of stillness also as well, and taking time with your children, okay? And actually intentional time also as well here, okay? So too many times, you may be kind of just caught up in work. It's like, you get off work, you go get the kids, you pick them up, you make food, you know what I'm saying? They going back to their rooms, they playing, whatever the case may be. But it's like, at what part of the week to where you guys actually spend time intentional with each other, okay? To where you're not just seeing each other in passing, to where it's not just giving kind of like, roof over your head, providing you food, type of energy also as well. Pretty much kind of like a little roommate in a sense, like, they call, the kids little broke besties in a sense. So it's like, at what point in time maybe have you sat in your child's room and played Legos with them, or, played dolls with them, or whatever the case may be. It's like, that intentional time. Spirit wants me to pull for the kids real quick. I'm also picking up on meal prep and in the mornings, also as well. I'm seeing like a lot of chaos in the morning, and it's kind of just like you wake up and you go. It's like kind of on the go type of energy. You wake up in a more, what's it called? Survival, kind of like flight or flight type of energy. So some of you may want to kind of slow down your mornings, also as well. So that may require waking up just a little bit earlier. But also at the same time, it's like you don't even necessarily have to wake up earlier. It's the prep in a sense also as well. So it's like, for instance, if you look for your kids' clothes every single day, maybe laying out their clothes for the week, also as well, checking the weather, get on the weather, look and see what the weather's supposed to look like, and prep it all for the week also as well, to where you don't have to keep getting them dressed every single day, okay? Also, I'm picking up on the energy of individuality, and also allowing your kids to be more independent also as well, as what I'm picking up on. So some of you may be kind of too hands-on in a sense, to where it's like you got to continue to get your kid dressed. And you know how you have kids that'll be like, I'll do it, let me do it, I want to try, you have a lot of people that that you're crutching a kid in a sense, to where some of these kids want to be a little bit more independent. So it's like teaching them how to be a little bit more independent, so it can kind of free up the space for you also as well. So if you're dressing your kid every day, or you got to find your kid clothes every single day, let's plan it out for the week, so that I don't even have to go looking for that anymore. Okay, that's extra time for you also as well. For instance, also as well, in the morning, food. Okay, getting little easy things. We have so many things that can make our life easier nowadays. What I seen was like people using those little like lotion, it's not lotion pumps, but it's like a lotion pump, for milk. Okay, so it's like putting that little pump on there for milk also as well. And then having like little what's it called, what's it called, the little to-go containers filled with the cereal already. So it's like, there's certain things that you can kind of already incorporate. For instance, Chinese Asian folks, okay? So it's like, how you see those little them having little independent children, to where they literally they don't be spilling nothing either. Like they be very much in control of certain things. Like teaching a little bit more of independency will help their motor skills also as well. And it will also help them when it comes to them being an adult. When we are coddling our kids or coddling our children, in a sense, to where it's like, I'm gonna just do it for you type of energy. To where when they get out into the real world, it's like, we're like, what do we do? Like what do we do for real? Like, that's kind of like the energy. It's like giving them a head start, a heads up also as well. All right, it's going to prepare them. It's also doing something within the mind, to where it's like it's helping their mind state also as well. It's like basic home necessities in a sense. It's kind of like they're not necessarily having to learn the home ec part of at school, but also at home. Okay, so some of you may want to look into that for making mornings a little bit easier for you also as well. I'm picking up on also as well taking some time for frequencies at night for your kids. Okay, work can be overstimulating, so can school can be overstimulating also as well. I'm picking up on an energy into checking in with your teenage children also as well here. Okay, just because they're teenagers does not mean that they don't need to check in also as well. Okay, so checking in mentally with your child. And I'm seeing like a child kind of looking at you like what? Like, because it's like, this may be something that you kind of just never really asked in a sense. And they kind of like, what's she doing? Why is she asking me this stuff? Like, what's going on? Is mom weird? Type of energy. And it's just like, it's the time to do so right now. Okay, there's so many children that are out here, teenagers that are out here that are going through depression. Okay, we have kids that are literally shifting in alignment also as well during this time. Like they're very much spiritual. So it's like, some of you may not even kind of understand in a sense kind of what they're going through at this time. So it's like, I remember the time when I was in high school and I wasn't telling my mom absolutely anything, because we didn't really have a relationship in while I was in high school. It was kind of like, you're at that age, so it's like, go ahead, do what you do, whatever the case may be, type of energy. We didn't have really a relationship. So, take some time to have a relationship with your child, if they're a teen and they're in high school, middle school also as well. Okay, show me what we need to see for the children at this time. What this is doing is this is also reparenting your inner child. Also as well, it's helping your inner child, with your children. Okay, so not only does it help you or help them, it helps you also as well. Okay, because some of you may have had a parent yourself growing up in a sense here, and it's like that's going to help with your your child also as well. Hey, how's it going? What's going on with the children at this time? What's the message for the kids? What's the message for the kids? very creative. Okay, so some of you, your children may be very creative, also as well. Thank you for the heart meme. Thank you for sharing my live. So yeah, so some of you may have children that are very creative at this time. So some of them may be so creative to where you don't even, they don't even see their own creation in a sense here. So, some of you may want to get your kids, more like artistic type of things also as well. Even taking some time to do like little artsy things also as well. I'm seeing someone who likes to kind of craft, like a daughter that likes to craft like bracelets and such. Okay. So really kind of tapping into that energy of their creativity. Okay. That's interesting because that falls in line with that sacral chakra at the beginning of this message that I said. So that helps with their sacral energy also as well. That helps with their fertility. That helps with just in general with them moving with their life. Okay. Because it's like something that they could possibly fall onto. It's like you opening that space of creativity instead of pushing, athletics all the time on them or whatever the case may be, pushing the things that in a sense onto them, at this time. So it's like, say for instance, your daughter likes to do nails or she's into beauty or whatever the case may be. Allow them to have that creative space. Because creative space is also, creation is our creation in a sense to where, for instance, what I do, galactic poetry, this is my creation. So it's like, this is where I be creative. This is where I create space for myself, create space for others. So it's like, it just aligns certain things for, if they want to ever kind of tap into that creativity and make money off of that creativity. So, whatever this is in regards to creativity, allow your kids to be in that space, okay, at this time. What else here for the children, for the collective at this time? I'm also hearing words of affirmation as well here. So more kind of like pick me up type of energies, also as well, like more energy of supportiveness in a sense here. Okay, so supporting the kids at this time of their endeavors or the things that they're being creative of. Okay, because I'm picking up on someone also a painter, a child that paints. I'm kind of picking up on more of like high school. Okay, so these is for my mommies that have kind of high school kids is what I'm picking up on. They're needing more attention at this time. Okay, you may have little ones that kind of been taking your time, but they need a little bit more attention is what I'm picking up on. I'm also picking up on kind of like realistic type of situations. Like for instance, I talked to my niece about things that I've been through, realistically in the world, when it comes to society, and money and just all those type of things. So it's like, preparing them, to understand certain things at this time. Okay, it starts at home. Okay. What else here? One more and we can tap into the other energy. Yeah, emotional matters. Okay, exactly. So it says here, needing more emotional care, imbalance in emotions, navigating new emotions at this time. Okay, so some of the children at this time are needing more of that emotional connection. Okay, I was just saying this, it came out. All right, yeah, schedule needed or updated. Okay, what was we just saying? I said, how many of y'all got a schedule? How many of y'all need to update your schedule? And it says schedule is needed or it needs to be updated at this time. A better bedtime schedule or meal prep also as well. Okay, so some of you, like I said, take some time to meal prep in the mornings for your kids so it can make life kind of easier and smoother, and take some time to yourself in the morning. Okay, so for instance, if you do your skincare in the morning, you know how you just hurry up and just doing your face and you just kind of washing your face and it's just like slash face ball, I gotta go type of energy. Take some time to kind of just like really look at yourself in the mirror. Speak that affirmations. Today's gonna be a wonderful day today. Today's gonna be an amazing day today. Nothing's gonna get in my way. Whatever the case may be, I'm gonna be at peace today at work. And just really kind of take your time, just pouring into yourself. Okay. But yeah, I'm also seeing someone who kind of is ready to kind of get dressed up in a sense. Okay, so it's like you may have kind of been in this space to where, you've been so busy to where getting the kids ready, and it's just like you kind of just look like whatever when it's time for you. So it's like And I'm picking up on the energy to where it's like you kind of want to get back to kind of embracing that beauty within you. And it's like, take some time to do so. You know, how can I kind of make a schedule work for me to where I can actually really pour into my self-care at this time? Okay, so self-care is really important at this time, moms. As well as, you know, taking some time to be more emotional with your children. Okay, that is very heavy on this energy right now. Okay, and also, like I said, schedule. Okay. Communication also as well. So, you know, some of you that are living with somebody, all right, you know, partner, like I said, communication is key at this time. It's time to revamp certain things, to where dad can also start helping, especially if dad is not the sole provider. You know, if you're working and he's working, and it's like, and it's kind of just one of those things to where you only take care of the child, you know, you may want to kind of take some time to communicate some, you know, some certain things there. You know, I'll cook, but can you do the dishes type of energy, or you cooking tonight and I'll do the dishes, or, you know, while I cook, can you get the kids prepped and ready, you know, put their pajamas out, get them in the bathtub, or whatever the case may be. Communicate. It's time for you to not do things all by yourself. Okay. It took two to make the child. It takes two to tango. You want to make life easier in your home also as well. And a lot of times we just don't be opening up our mouth. Like, you know, over time I've watched like my cousin, my sister, you know, some of my old friends, you know, kind of just do it all, you know, in regards to being a mom. And it's like, that's kind of just how we show up in a sense as women also as well. But you know, and the energy of feeling like, oh, he's a guy, he doesn't know what to do, or he's a man and he doesn't know how to change a diaper type of energy. It's just like, some of y'all don't need to be having no kids, you know, with these type of individuals, or just, you know, they don't need to be having kids if they can't, you know, put their part and share into this anymore. Like, it's 2026, like ain't nobody got time for that. Like, to be acting like, you know, your hands are broken or whatever the case may be. Like, don't nobody got time for that. All right. It leaves people too, you know, too burnt out in a sense. They're very much capable. Now, it may not be that mother's touch type of energy, you know, that Mother Earth type of touch, but, you know, shit, do something. All right. Too many people ain't really doing, you know, putting more effort into anything, you know, just sitting on that couch, you know, allowing you to do everything, and you ran down. Okay. So to the males that are watching, all right, take some initiative. All right, don't just do this on Mother's Day. That's the problem. We've been in society to where it's like, oh, it's Mother's Day, so now I can help out. In a sense, it's one day out of the year. Like, be for real. Okay, be for real. That's not working anymore in 2026. All right, some of y'all just need to go ahead and speak up and say it, because I know y'all feeling it. All right, that's the reason why I'm speaking on it today. All right. And it's like, it doesn't have to be so much of a drastic change. You know, it's like, maybe we should try this in a sense that, and it doesn't have to be, you know, aggressive either. So don't be the aggressor, women, all right? To where it's like, you know, it gets you to the point, you get so burnt out to the point to where now when you're coming off as it, it's aggressive in a sense. Exactly. Like, we have to be able to communicate and we have to be able to collaborate. All right, masculine energy with our people or with our person, you know, in order for the home to be in balance. All right. A man provides structure. If the man's not providing structure in the home also as well, besides just finances, exactly, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. If they're the lover's energy, if they're not providing structure outside of just finances, you know, then what really is this stability? What really is this foundation, to be honest? Okay. I just lost my train of thought of where I was going though with that message. Bring it back to me, Spirit. But yeah, so it's like it doesn't have to be a drastic change. It's just like I said, it's just little things that may help out in at time. It's like, say for instance, you cook the food, you clean the house, you get the kids ready for bed. I just am asking for you to see if you can go ahead and get the kids ready for bed while, or in the shower or in the bathtub, while I go ahead and take some time to myself, or take some time to, clean the house, or whatever the case may be. But it's like there has to be certain things to where you can implement for that partner to help with, in a sense, instead of you doing every single last thing, and then you're tired, and then that man want to push up on you in the middle of the night trying to fuck, and it's like, no, I'm not even trying to have sex because I'm too tired to have sex. Okay? And you was that little freaky, before we had kids. But like I said, it takes communication, all right? And it takes also on the delivery of how you deliver that message and that communication. So, don't get to the point to where you're too burnt out to where you're having an argument and neither one of you are hearing each other because there's a raised voice. How many times have you been in a space to where you have raised your voice, or someone has raised their voice at you, or yelled at you, or you're just in an argument and you're not hearing shit they say? It's going in one ear and out the other. It's kind of like whenever somebody's talking to me a certain type of language or a certain type of demeanor or whatever the case may be, I'm kind of just like, I don't hear nothing you're saying, because they're listening to respond, okay, and not necessarily hearing each other, not necessarily communicating and actually comprehending what's being said. You're just hearing each other. That's all it is. You're not really hearing each other in a sense. So it's like communication is key. Communication is part of the foundation, and comprehension is the foundation of a relationship and a union also as well. We got to be able to know how to talk to each other. And it's not just happy wife, happy life, okay? You wonder why certain men probably don't even want to be around certain women. They always with their homeboys or whatever the case may be, because it's like it always got to be about me, all right? And then also as well, the secret competition and, the energy of feeling like your relationship got to be better than the other people's relationships, and you being all up in people's relationships on social media. Like, cut it out, okay? Because half of y'all that be on here on these social media platforms talking about everybody else's relationship, your relationship ain't no better, okay? Your relationship ain't no better. So, getting your home in order at this time, okay? Alright, shuffling out of that energy. Messages for the collective at this time. Messages for the collective at this time. I'm a single father, but I don't want to be single. I bring a single father does mean I celebrate Mother's Day as well. So shout out to you, to the single dads out there. Ashe. But yeah, we got to get out of society's programming. Like, not every time, is like, let me help out on, Mother's Day, or let me help out on Father's Day. We got to get out of society programming, okay? There's 365 days of the year. And one day out of 365 days, child, that is tiring, okay? That is tiring. That is exhausting, okay? Period. Like, it's time to heal that. With the star card, exactly. It's time for us to start reprogramming certain situations here. Okay, innovating also as well. All right, to prepare for later days. Like, let's go ahead and start innovating. All right, show me what I need to see here for the collective. What do they need to know at this time? Exactly, collaboration. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it's time to collaborate. Okay, like, To me, I feel like, one of the reasons why I left a certain, situation, in regards to my last relationship, because it wasn't serving me. And the reason why it wasn't serving me is because there was just certain things to where I was putting in the relationship that I was not receiving back. Exactly. New energy. Exactly. New spark and new energy, whatever the case may be. And it's like, when you get to elevating and you get to being on a certain level of, changing certain ways within yourself. And it's like certain people are stuck and stagnant to where it's like they're still doing the same thing that they was doing years ago. It's like, at what point are we going to shift and change? Because it's like, that's why it's like being around like-minded people, okay, also as well. Are you in a space to where you're not around the same person? It's not compatible. Are you around people that it's just not really in a compatible, the compatibility is not there. And it's like, it's not necessarily saying that you got to completely let go of everybody or completely let go of certain people. For some of you, yes, you do, because you have a higher purpose or a higher calling, okay? Your energy's too big in a sense here. But it's like, limiting and having those boundaries also as well. When you're doing too much consuming of certain people and being around certain circles and consuming of that, you get to molding and shaping into that energy also as well. To where you get too lazy, to where you kind of stay stuck in your ways, to where you continue to be less expansive, okay, in regards to conversations and whatever the case may be of people that you be around. Show me what else. Come on now. Excuse me. Heartbreak. Betrayal. It's just kind of stagnant. 333 is very significant. Okay. 333 is very significant here. Someone is born in March. Your birthday's in March here. For some of you, March will be a shift for you. Some of you need to clear out certain energy right now so that the energy in March can be much more available to you, okay? Show me what else here for the collective. Yeah, the Strength card. Some of you just need to take some time to be more courageous, okay? It's like do it scared type of energy is what I'm picking up on. Someone was born on March 8th. Someone's a June baby also as well. You're born in June. I'm hearing the 14th. Someone was born on the 14th also as well. Someone was born on the 6th. Someone was born on the 9th. Observation is what I'm hearing. Observation. What else in this energy here, Spirit? Ace of Cups, yeah. It's like I said, there's like something that is new here that wants to come in, or new feelings, new emotions, something that's new that wants to shift. Some of you could be actually navigating new emotions yourself. To where it's like you may not have been as emotional to where you are now. It's like now all of a sudden you've been very emotional lately. And it's like because you're purging here, okay? And then not only that, it's like it's opening your heart space up, because some of you have been too much in this like heart space to where your heart has been closed off too much. March 6th, March 13th, Ashe. So some of you have been in a space to where your heart space has been closed off too much. And it's like you're purging. So it's like now all of a sudden you're navigating new emotions. Like all of a sudden now you want to kind of cry in a sense here, or you're feeling a little bit more emotional, or you're kind of feeling a little bit heart touched in a sense. Let that go ahead and marinate. Let it open. Let it open up. Okay, because that's part of what this strength is. That's part of that courage. It's going to give you that. It's going to give you that oomph type of energy to open yourself up to receive. Okay. Yeah, exactly, with the Chariot. Okay, it's like all this time you may have been looking for some sort of happiness or like some sort of peace here, some sort of joy, whatever the case may be. And it's like, you gotta be able to get those wheels turning in a sense here. Okay, to open yourself up. The more you continue to stay stagnant, the more you continue to keep yourself blocked off, you're not going to be happy. You're going to continue to be chasing a high that is not there. Okay. So some of you could be, having certain addictions in a sense to where you're chasing certain highs, but it's like you don't necessarily feel fulfilled. in a sense here. So that could be, yeah, exactly. It's like you're still in this energy of where it feels like chaos, and it's like it's not necessarily order. So in a sense to where you could be in a space to where you chase the thrill of, relationships in a sense. Like it's like relationship back to back, sexual flings or whatever the case may be. And it's like, and for some reason, it's like it's good for that temptation. It's like it's good for that time, good for then. But it's like later on down the road, or during that time, the more you get to know that person, it's kind of like we're not really on the same page type of energy. And that's because it's like out of impulsiveness. It's out of impulsiveness, it's out of temptation. It's not really, something that's built on a strong foundation in a sense here. Some of you could be kind of addicted to eating a lot. Yeah, exactly. Eating a lot. Hold on. Some of you could be kind of addicted to eat. Yes, it's just a need for a change. This Five of Swords keeps coming out. So it's like if certain things are toxic, certain things are kind of chaotic in your life at this time, it's like, does it need to be put to an end? Sometimes we just don't want to be in a place to where we end certain things. We don't want to hurt people's feelings. We're afraid that, because I named this scarcity. So it's like, one of the reasons why I let go of my past relationship is because, or why I didn't at the time, is because I was in scarcity. To where it's like I was in a small town also as well. I was born in a smaller city. So it's like I'm looking around, I'm seeing other people post their relationships. I'm hearing about other people's relationship. Everybody sneaking with this person, sneaking with that person, and just it's not in alignment with me. So I'm like, well, I guess I need to take what I got in the type of energy, to where it's like I didn't really believe that there was more out there because I was in a small location. And so it's like, so in a sense I was settling. So that was part of my family's generational pattern, generational curse in a sense. So their pattern is settling in relationships, settling in a job, settling in their own comfortability. So it's like, in what space are you settling? Are you settling in relationships because your family settled? That's what you was able to see in regards to the relationships that they're in. Are you settling in a job? Do you really actually want to be a boss? And it's like all this. When I was working a 9 to 5 job, I was still building my business while I was working a 9 to 5 job, because I had to get by in a sense. So it's like, if you keep on saying, oh, next week I'll start. Oh, when I leave that job, I'll start my business. Oh, when I leave this relationship, I'll start looking better for myself. I'll start, with my self-care. When I do this, when I do that. And it's like, why not just start today? Why not just start now? Why not just put the plans in motion for today type of energy? Why not just goal plan it? Okay, exactly. Getting out of that chaotic energy. It's like, getting out of that chaotic energy, because that chaotic energy leads you at Two of Swords, to where it's like you just keep blindsiding yourself in a sense here. Okay. Like literally energetically, like we have to understand energy, because it's like energy, you literally are weighed down around the people that you are around. Like it's like, for instance, you are someone who is very open-minded. You speak very open-minded to your partner, and it's like, and they're just like, yeah, nah, I'm saying, I don't see that, or whatever the case may be. No, you can't grow there, and and it's like you kind of just be like, you be left in a space to where it's like, nah, all right, well, I'm not gonna ever bring that kind of up anymore. Maybe I should stop, thinking about those things, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, for some reason, it keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. There was a time, like in certain situations, to where I was like, you know what? I would bring certain conversations up in regards to a partner, and it's like, and for some reason, it just would go out the window. Oh, that's stupid. Doesn't make any sense, or whatever the case may be. And then so I'll be like, you know what? I'm just not going to say anything anymore. And then it's like spirit, like for some reason, I just kept having this urge to keep saying certain things. Like, or I had an urge to keep getting up in a sense, to where it's like, that's where your push is being. It's like, if you're in a space to where you feel like you're trying to compromise yourself, or you're trying to be in a space to where you're trying to keep yourself comfortable, but it's starting to keep getting uncomfortable, to where you keep on standing up, or you keep on, being more expanded in a sense here. It's kind of like you're being stretched in a sense, because Spirit's showing me Elastigirl, okay, from The Incredibles. And it's like, when you pull on her, she gets stretched however way she want to get stretched here, okay? Yeah. But yeah, so she gets stretched every way she wants to get stretched in a sense. And it's like, where are you being expanded? You know, to where you keep on trying to keep yourself back to being in this energy of being closed off in a sense. And it's like spirit kept on trying to expand me, and I was like, let me keep shrinking myself, let me keep myself small. And spirit kept on like opening the box in a sense, and it's like, and I kept on trying to close it in a sense, and it's like spirit's like open it up again, and it's like, and to a point to where it's like I had no choice. I had no choice, because it's like if you was really meant to be closed off, then there wouldn't be signs of expansion. There wouldn't be signs of expansion. So it's like, at what place are you meant to be going a certain direction to where, you keep getting drawn to that location, or you keep getting drawn to that particular job, or you keep getting drawn to be that particular lifestyle in a sense here also as well. So it's like, it's telling you to shift. We be our own enemies also as well. Sometimes we like to point the finger a lot to this person, that job, this, and it's like, what about you? What about you? Like, what about you? Where in a space are you allowing yourself to be more small? In what way? Okay. Like sometimes we just have lack of discipline, and sometimes we just been in a space to where we be lazy, and we want the easier things, we want the easiest way, we want the easiest route, type of energy. We want it kind of handed to us also as well. We want the results so quick in a sense also as well, but it's like the results is going to come just as long as you continue to keep showing up. All right. Type in the chat consistency if you're hearing what I'm saying. All right. If you're receiving this message, type in the chat consistency. And what area of your life right now is asking you to be more consistent? Tell me what else. All right. And what area of your life are you is being called for you to have more dedication, for you to show up for yourself, for you to continue to keep going, for you to continue to keep building? All right, Ashe? Exactly. With the Ace of Wands, it's like this is that energy to where you see how he's continuously building. It's like he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like he keeps on going in a sense here. It's like hard work and dedication is going to get him to where he needs to be in a sense here. Okay. So it's like some of you are just building a new lifestyle in a sense. You're building something new. All right. And it's like keep going. Like it's like no matter if you're not necessarily seeing the results right now, you'll eventually start seeing the results. Eventually. It's like how people will, it's like someone, being off of social media for 3 months or being off of social media for a year, and it's like, and they pop back out in a sense to where it's like they took some time of isolation, they took some time to dedicate themselves, or so when people post them before and after pictures, and it's like, damn, everybody want the results. Everybody's like, what'd you do? What's your secret? What's your formula? What's your this and what's your that? And it's like the person just like, shit, I locked in, I was consistent. I just decided to pull back. I decided that I didn't want this kind of lifestyle anymore. I decided that I didn't want this kind of mindset anymore. I decided that I didn't want my body to be out of shape anymore. I decided that I didn't want to feel sluggish anymore type of energy. So what did I do? I locked in. Okay. So it's like, in what space right now is calling you to lock in and take a leap of faith here. All right. If you're receiving this message, type in the chat locked in. Type in the chat locked in. 2026 is locked in energy. Okay? Like 2026 is that stability within yourself. All right? Where do you need to be locked in at? Let's ask spirit. Let's see. What does the collective need to be? No, I'm going to switch decks here. Completely locked in, okay? Completely locked in. All right, what does the collective need to be locked in at this time? Where's the areas that they need to be locked in at this time? Where's the areas that they need to be locked in at this time? For the collective. Ancient wisdom, okay? That's bringing me back to self, okay? Ancient wisdom comes from within. So it's like that being locked in with yourself, being locked in with your spiritual sense, being locked in with yourself at this time, okay? DNA energy, type of energy. What is it that you're needing to change and outsource in a sense here when it comes to yourself? So ancient wisdom, so tapping into yourself, tapping into wisdom also as well. So it's like expansion, expanding your mind, expanding certain things with yourself here as well. Education, wisdom, knowledge is key. Okay, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better you grow. All right, Ashe, type that in the chat. The more you know, the better you grow. Okay, the more you know, the better you grow. Exactly. Truth. Ashe. Truth. Okay. So some of you could be seeing birds a lot. All right. Some of you need to honor your truth here. Okay. Honor your authenticity. Honor yourself at this time. Okay. What is my truth? Like I said, sometimes we be quiet. Sometimes we don't want to say certain things. Sometimes we shrink ourselves because it's like, damn, if I say this, they may not like me. If I show up this way, they may not like who I truly am in a sense here. And it's like, fuck that shit. Okay? Like, fuck that shit. Like, it's like, in what places are you not showing who you truly are? Too many people are wearing masks. Too many people are holding shame as their mask. Too many people are holding guilt as their mask. Okay? To where it's like, let me show up as someone else's identity. Let me show up as something else. Let me wear a mask just so that somebody can like me. Like, who wants to wear a mask just so somebody can like you? And then all of a sudden, it's like you're not even feeling like yourself. It's like, no, I want someone to accept me for who I am. Okay? Like, literally, accept me for who I am. I'm not coming on here and masking anything. Okay? It's like, where do you feel like you gotta be, you gotta sacrifice yourself to be more self-pleased, or to be more pleasing to the eye, or be more pleasing to somebody else in a sense. Like, exactly. Authenticity is the highest frequency. Ashe. Exactly. Okay? Exactly. Like, and when you wear a mask and when you're lying all the time and you're not in your truth, it's like you got to continue to wear that mask. You got to continue to come up with a lie. Like, there was people around me that I was like, you really still lying? Like, like, you really still lying? Like, what is going on here? Like, you're not tired? Like, I'm tired of listening to the lies. So it's like, you got to be tired of even giving the lies at this point, because it's just like, it's tiring. Like, I don't even have time. Like, for you. And then also sometimes you got to remember that lie, like, to where it's like, we would be on the phone with certain people, and it's like, we would listen to somebody lying, and then it's like, you call your other friend, or you call the other person or other family member, and it's like, shit, well, they told me a different story. They told me this and this and that, or they told me that this and that. And it's like, so now we like, duh, they lying. It's like, your story is inconsistent. And it's like, who even wants to do that? Who even wants to take that? That's too much energy. Okay, you're wasting all that good fuel, okay, to go into fuel for yourself, fuel for your truth, fuel to start attracting the things that you are actually supposed to be aligned with, in a sense. Like, it's like you keep looking for the outside of being aligned with certain things, and it's like you should be aligned with what your actual truth is. Then the same people get mad at certain people lying to them. Like, how are you mad at somebody else lying to you, but you're the one that's lying also as well? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, it takes too much effort. It takes too much. Okay, self-love. Ashe, I can't make it up. Spirit says self-love. It's like, you don't love yourself enough. Okay, what I say, embracing your truth, embracing your authenticity is, a tell sign of somebody not being in their authentic energy. Someone who is trying to be someone else. That's a tell sign of self-love. That's a whole sign of you not loving yourself enough, because you don't even see yourself for who you are. Acceptance is key. All right, type in the chat if you're receiving this message. Acceptance is key. Where do you need to accept yourself? Okay, once you accept yourself, once you get in that energy of accepting yourself, oh, the ball gets to rolling. Okay, the ball gets to rolling. Like, there's and also as well, it's like, it takes time for that also as well, because there's certain things within myself that I didn't necessarily accept. It's like we want to be in a space to where our flaws and in certain things, to where we got to show up a certain type of way. I'm very multidimensional, okay? I'm very multidimensional. I'm not just no one type of way type of girl, okay? I'm just not that type of girl. And I had to accept that within myself. Like, I had to accept the fact that I'm in a space to where you'll see me one way in a certain direction. I might come off a little bit ratchet, okay? I might get a little, let's get ratchet, okay? I might be in my little ghetto type of tendencies in a sense here, okay, or a little bit loud in a sense here also as well, and then I'll pop back into softer brelly in a sense to where I'm more softer. My energy's more feminine type of energy. Like, I had to accept the fact that I am multidimensional. All right. I don't wear the same type of style clothes also as well. I'm a little bit weird also as well. I accept the weird things within myself. I had to accept the fact that I'm not like everybody. I had to accept the fact that I'm not someone who likes to have the same type of lower conversations. I'm not just the one that is always going to be talking about celebrities and the drama that's going on with Christy and Desmond, and with Boosie, Lil Boosie, and blah 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 blah, or Megan Thee Stallion. Like, I had to accept that. I had to accept that I'm the person that actually comes with more education also as well, to where it's like my conversations are healthier also as well. Like, there's a time recently to where I'm like, maybe I'm a little bit like, I'm like, okay, so say for instance, a lot of women may talk more to a certain man that they like more on a sexual kind of surface level conversations, and it's like, and I'm more of a person that's like, I'll speak more depths of things. I'm not a simple minded person. I don't like simple conversations, as much all the time. I will have them, but it's like a lot of times I want to talk more about how are you feeling? How certain things are you changing in your life, or if there's certain things that you're talking about, I'm pointing certain energy out to where it's like, oh, I kind of feel like you should probably shift certain things. You need to tap into you need to focus on yourself. You need to do this, da, da, da. I'm very multidimensional. I just had to literally accept that within myself. Because it's like, at some point in time, I'm like, damn. Or, for instance, I'll send those long messages. Okay, you ever been someone who's a long paragraph typer, and it's like, because you so interested in somebody in a sense here to where you'll send that long paragraph, and then someone will send kind of like a little bit back, or whatever the case may be, and I'm just like, damn, should I kind of just like step back of what I'm saying? Like, should I not say everything that I want to say? Type of energy. But it's like, I'm closing myself off if I do that. Like, why would I want to close myself off doing that? So it's like, I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to be that. It's like, it's one of those things. It's like, you're going to accept me or you're not going to accept me for who I am. It's like, and that's just kind of what it is. If you're not accepting of me, then we're just not aligned. We're not energetically aligned. If you accept me, then yes. Okay. We can do this together type of energy. Okay. But yeah, ascension, so in what spaces are you around to where it's like people like, you do too much? For instance, it's like, you get dressed up, you going out to eat or whatever the case may be, and you want to dress up, you want to wear your heels or whatever the case may be, and it's like you feel like you got to ask somebody, what are we doing? How are we wearing our outfits? Are we wearing sneakers or heels? I don't care what you're wearing, okay? I don't care what you're wearing. You can wear your sneakers, I'm going to wear my heels, or I'm going to wear my sneakers, you can wear your heels. Like, we don't have to coordinate in order for us to kind of be who we want to be. That's just kind of really what it is. So it's like, yeah, exactly. Sacred space. Like, who are you for real? Who are you for real? And hold that sacred. Also as well, hold that energy sacred. I haven't been able to really kind of dress up as much, because, I've been working from home. And then also, I get up on live here and I just kind of be at home. And it's like, and I don't really be wanting to wear my clothes. So I'll just wear like my lounge around the house kind of clothes when I get up on live. But it's like, there is days where I just kind of, because I don't like the wasting outfit. I just don't really like wasting outfits right now. And it's like, and it's not in the budget to keep on buying clothes right now. So, I don't like to waste my outfits. But it's like, I miss dressing. Like, I miss dressing up. I miss getting cute, like I've been very kind of on my, naturalness, right now lately, and just kind of more, basic in a sense. But, I'm not that type of girl. Like, I'm not basic at all. So it's just like, Some days I'll be basic, some days I'm not. Some days I'm extra, some days I'm not. You know, it just all depends. Some days I might wear a colored wig. Some days I want to wear my natural hair. You know, it's just like, you know, when people try to put you in that box, it's just like I'm not in that box. I'm in multiple boxes actually. Like I'm in multiple boxes. Like it's like you can't figure me out. Okay, exactly. Integration. And then there are days when you got to step out and show them who you are. Okay, exactly. Integration. So it's like, you know, you're in a space to where if you're shedding certain skin, okay, you're shedding certain layers of you, you know, to get that, bring that new layer on. Okay, like I said, this detoxing energy. So you may be in a space to where certain things are detoxing in order for that energy to kind of get back to momentum. Unlimited possibilities. Ooh, unlimited possibilities here. Okay, so it's like what I say, what did I name the topic of this live? um Excuse me. What was the name of this live? What did I say? What was the word? Damn, I don't even remember. Scarcity. Thank you, Golden. Thank you. Scarcity. So it's like, in what spaces are you in scarcity and in unlimited possibilities? Okay, unlimited possibilities. All right, so it's like, know that you have unlimited possibilities at this time. All right, the more you continue to feed your mind. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close these messages out here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get into my personals. Every single time you're live, you talk directly to my soul. I appreciate you. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you. Much love. That's the purpose. That is the purpose. It's for me to speak to people's soul. And see, that's it right there, okay? It's like, you know, conversations, the way, you know, the conversations, the way I speak, the way I talk, you know, the way I carry myself, like, I want to speak to people's soul, you know? Like, I want you to feel it on a soul level. Like, I want you to feel it in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, okay? When you encounter me, like, that's, you know, I like to leave my imprint in a sense. Like, it's like, I keep them coming back, you keep them coming back, okay? But yeah, I like to leave my little imprint. It's like, you know, I may be triggering, you know, sometimes, but it's like eventually you're gonna come back this way to where it's like, all right, man, she may have triggered me this one day to where it's like, damn, I ain't like what she said, but you know what, you meant something that day, so I'm gonna come back and see what you talk about the next day. And then the next time it's just like, hey, okay, exactly. Gentle, what does it say? Gentle whale, introspection, depths, and transcendence. Okay, you need to calm down and awaken the cosmic consciousness within you. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Okay. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Speaking to people's soul right now. Okay. I'm going to read that again. Gentle whale. Okay. So whales could be significant. All right. It says here introspection. All right. We was talking about introspection, taking that time to really take some time to yourself and turn within. If you're looking for all the answers on the outside, that ancient wisdom is inside you, okay? And then it starts to reflecting on the outside of you. So it's like, you know, when you look inside you, you know, like I said, it's like you thinking, I need to start believing in the impossible. And then all of a sudden you start seeing a billboard that says believe in the impossible type of energy, or, you know, have faith. Damn, I need to start having a little bit more faith now, you know? And it's like now all of a sudden you seeing something come on your timeline. Hey, you need to have more faith. You're encountering me, you know, someone telling you have more faith, you know, lean into your energy, trust yourself, you know, pour into yourself, have more self-love type of energy. All right. So it says here, transcendence, you need to calm down and awaken this cosmic consciousness within you. All right. So like I said, that energy of being in a rush, it says you need to calm down. All right. Calm yourself down and awaken the cosmic consciousness. So nervous system type of energy, calming your nervous system at this time. All right. Because like I said, spirit is quiet. You cannot hear spirit when you are having too many distractions going on outside of you. Show me what else here for the collective. guardian bear. I was just about to say lions, tigers, bears. Oh my. Okay. So guardian bear here. All right. So some of you may be in a space to where you kind of are fearful. Okay. There's certain things that are kind of scary at this time. But like I said, do it scared. Okay. Because you never know until you try. All right. So power, inner strength, and healing. Okay. Power, inner strength, and healing. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. It's like you never know until you try. That's that inner strength here. It's like some of you are stronger than you even believe it. Some of you are stronger than you know. And a lot of times we encounter people to where they see it before you see it. You know, there was a lot of people that seen my light before I seen my own light, you know, because I had to tap back in with myself. You know, I had people, oh girl, you should model. You should be modeling, you know, oh girl, you should be, you know, doing celebrity makeup at this time. You know, I can see you doing celebrity makeup. I can see you on TV. You know, I can see you doing this. I can see you doing that. And the whole time I'm like, really? You can see that for me? Like, you can see that for me? Like, for real, for real? Like, for real? And then I had to step back into myself, like, hold on. You know what? I can see that for myself. Like, I can be doing that. Like, I was in a space where I was really downplaying myself, and it's like, okay, let me stop downplaying myself. Let me stop, all right? Because for real, I do be popping my shit, and it's like, let me go ahead and pop my shit. And then like Spirit's like, yeah, you should pop your shit. Like, and it's like, let's just pop our shit. Like, it's like, do what you need to do. If people around you telling you that you're doing too much, like you're too conceited and blah blah blah, it's like, shut the fuck up, okay? You need to tell those people to shut the fuck up and get what you need to do, okay? Because if you was in that energy, you wouldn't be worried about what I'm doing. When you see a group of millionaires, you know, millionaires like to mingle. Billionaires like to mingle. People that are wealthy, have wealthy mindsets, they like to mingle. They be like, oh shoot, you mean to tell me you got this and this connection? All right, let me help you with this connection because I got this connection, and then we collaborating now. Now we both making even more money type of energy. Instead of that secret competition weirdo shit. Like, don't nobody got time for that, okay? It says here, go travel, discover the beauty of nature. You need to connect to the power of the earth, okay? So some of you need to get back in alignment with Divine Mother, okay? Divine Mother is calling us at this time. Divine Mother is more awakened. She's getting things back into alignment, okay? One more here for the collective. Cunning Fox, all right? Cunning Fox here. So it says here, cleverness, deduction, persistence. Quickly discover your hidden talents, all right? So, you know, some of you have a lot of hidden talents here. It's like you're hella fucking talented for some of you. It's like some of you got some talents here that it's like it's willing to showcase at this time. And it's like you keep on hiding that shit. You know, it's like there's certain things that you may be very, it's part of your calling in a sense here, okay? Like some of you just are very creative, and all it takes is for you to continue to create, for you to feed more energy to it, at a sense here. That's all it's doing. It's calling you for more energy. Bottom of the deck. Complex octopus. Complexity, multitasking, creativity. All right, can't make it up. I'm going to end it there. Literally, creativity. I just said that. Okay, so it's like, you know, where you're in a space to where it's calling for more of your creativity because you're needed to create. All right. I'm talking also to the ones that have high sex drives also as well. You may have a high sex drive. You have an overactive sacral chakra. Okay, so it's like your sacral may not even be blocked. It's just overactive to the sense to where, like I said, hypersexuality, to where it's like that energy is creative energy. So it's like you want to create. So it's like you hella horny in a sense here. Okay. So it's like, you know, it's like take that energy that you're pouring into other people and put it back into yourself at this time so that you can create something that's with longevity here. Okay. It's like something's calling for you to create. So some of you may be like master manifestors, master creatress or creator type of energy. And it's like, and you're giving all that energy out. And it's like whole time it's telling you to create some energy here. Okay. Discover a different version of yourself. Child. Discover a different version of yourself and discover the power of transformation. Okay. So it's like, like I said, we go through seasons of our life to where it's like, 1 minute you're in this energy, the next minute you're in another energy, the next minute you might be back in the another energy, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, what exactly are you, is the energy that you're in that is transforming at this time? Okay. What's the energy that you're in that you're transforming? It's like in the octopus, an octopus is very kind of free flowing also as well. It's kind of just moves in a sense here, okay? It just kind of moves and it flows in the water. So it's like, in what place do you need to kind of move? Some of you may need to move your body, that stagnant energy in a sense here also as well. Get some stretching going also as well, okay? Some of you have been, it says multitasking also as well. Some of you have been in a space to where you're all you do is multitask. Okay, so for instance, I'll give an example for myself. Okay, so myself, I've always been a multitasker to where I always have more than one thing going. Okay, so it's like I'll be sitting here watching a particular show, but it's like I'll be listening to something else in a sense here, to where it's like there's something else that I'm listening to, or I was at my 9 to 5 job and I'll be working my 9 to 5 job, but I'll be also listening to a podcast to where I'm multitasking in a sense here. So it's like there's a time to where I was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and focus on just one thing at a time. That's kind of like that ADD, ADHD type of energy, okay? And it's like sometimes we be causing our own overstimulation. Like it's like we be like, oh, I'm so overstimulated, and it's like whole time it's like, well, maybe if you take some time to kind of just calm down, and maybe you just take some time to just kind of be still, all right, or just kind of not multitask, not doing more than one thing at a time. Okay, because some things you don't even need to do more than one thing at a time. Like sometimes it's just, that's why I'd be like, you know what, I'll be like, let me just go ahead and watch one thing, because it's like I'll have both of my phones on to where it's like I'm listening to one person, I'm listening to this person, I'm kind of just like, and I'm like, and then I'll be like, I'm overstimulated. It's just like, girl, like, put the phone down. Put one of the phones down. Watch just one of them at one time. Like, you don't have to be overstimulated type of energy. So some of you, take some time to kind of just work on one thing at a time, especially also as well when it comes to like, when you're in survival mode, that's one of those things to where you're in that fight or flight energy, to where you feel like you have to. Because it's like, for me, I'll write down multiple goals, and then it's like you want to tap into every single last one of the goals in a sense here, but it's like just start with one, okay? Just start with one goal. The power of less, okay, is very significant at this time, okay? Let me actually get a message from the book, all right? All right, the power of less, okay? I read this book. Thank you, Philip. I read this book. All right. I really like this book. I'm going to open up to whatever it is. Let me see. Lead us to a spirit. Okay. It says here, an open approach. Wow. Hold the fucking salt. Hold on. It says here, an open approach. This is called The Power of Less book, okay? The Power of Less by Leo. I don't know how to say his fucking last name, all right? So it says, an open approach. For those who are overwhelmed by a schedule and would like to take a more open approach, I suggest minimalist time management. Look, bro. Look, okay? One thing is, Spirit is going to always fucking back me the fuck up. I just said we were talking about overstimulation, being overly stimulated, and I literally just said, Spirit said, pick that book up, The Power of Less. There's a message in that book. So I open up to literally the page. Let's see, 62. All right, 62 can be significant. 6 and 2, 8. All right, so 888 can be significant. The number 8 is infinity also as well. They're telling me to look up the number 8, but I'll look it up in a second. All right, so an open approach for those who are overwhelmed by a schedule, all right, and would like to take a more open approach, I suggest minimalist time management. Instead of allowing your life to be ruled by your calendar, let your life be ruled by the moment, okay? Let me read that again. I suggest minimalist time management. Instead of your time being allowed by the calendar, let your life be ruled by the moment. It says, how can I do that? All right. It says, first, don't schedule appointments. This can be a radical departure for many people, but it's not an idea for us to work for others. So pretty much what this is saying here, it says if someone requests an appointment, tell them that you don't have scheduled appointments. Instead, ask them to call you a little before they'd like to meet with you. So pretty much what this is saying also as well, is keeping your schedule open in a sense. I feel like, okay. So keeping yourself open and open time slots for yourself. All right. So it's like, say for instance, you do have a calendar, okay? Because calendars work for me, all right? Calendars work for me, planners work for me also as well. Time management works for me also as well. So it's like if you're in a space to where you have that open window, take that time to yourself and work on just one thing at a time. And be very minimal about it also as well. Don't load yourself up with multiple goals. When you load yourself up with multiple goals, it's going to deteriorate you, because you're going to be like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. So start with one thing, okay? The power of less. All right, that's all that I got for the collective at this time. I'm going to leave y'all off with one last message with this clarity. I'm going to go ahead and start on my personals, but I'm going to leave y'all off with one last message. This one, please, Spirit. Be here now, okay? If there is anything that you didn't receive from this message, receive that. Be here now. Be present. Be in the moment, all right? Stop thinking about what the future has to hold so much. Stop thinking about what the past got going. Take some time to be here now so that you can prepare for the future in a sense, okay? So it's like we can't prepare for the future until we're actually in present moment, all right? So it says here, practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight, all right? So that if you didn't receive anything out of this message today, you kind of just was all over the place in a sense here, know that you need to be here now, all right? Take some time of stillness. Take some time to yourself. Meditate. Take some time to just kind of be in the moment, enjoying what you're doing, all right? Like I said in the beginning of this message, towards the beginning of this message, it's like that fight or flight, being in survival. You're washing your face really fast, and every case may be, and it's like, hold on. Let me just go ahead and wash my face. Let me admire myself. Let me look at myself in the mirror. If I don't like my skin right now, let me take some time to kind of nourish my skin. Let me take some time to nourish my body. Like really kind of feel your body. Like take some time to feel in your body. Where are you feeling like you need to take some more time with your body at this time? Being more present in the moment, okay? Bottom of the deck here, flames of passion. Have that ambition, all right? All right, y'all. That was the message. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you for the new follows. Welcome to the fam. Much love. All right. Both of y'all are Bree. So Bree. I have Bree and Brianna. So Bree, you're up first. Bree, you here? Are you here, Bree? Yes, okay, you here. All right, I love read. All right. All right, most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light. I bring forth clarity and truth here for Bree, surrounding love at this time. Ooh, and look at that, the lovers on the bottom of the deck, okay? Two of swords also as well. Shuffling for Bree. The energy for Bree at this time, most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light. Protect the message at this time. Any monitoring spirits surrounding Bree will be released at this time so her messages can be clear and true and protected at this time, Ashe. I'm hearing that song, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. Who is that? TLC? Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. TLC. Show me the energy surrounding love for Bree at this time. Ooh, I got the chills. Five of Pentacles energy and the Three of Pentacles. I'm hearing not on the same page. Let's see. Show me the energy surrounding love here for Bree. Nine of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Double nine. Heavy on the nine. Nine of Pentacles. What else? The energy surrounding love for Bree. Seven of Pentacles. Six of Swords. What's the energy surrounding love here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for love for Bree? Ace of Wands. Four of Cups. Split the deck. High Priestess and the Devil here. High Priestess and the Four of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Show me the Chariot. Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, what's the current energy? Knight of Pentacles. The Fool. I keep hearing breadcrumbing. His ex claiming she's pregnant for him. There's someone I'm interested in. His ex is claiming she's pregnant for him. Magician and the Four of Wands. Ten of Wands. Alright, show me what I need to see here. What's the advice here for Bree surrounding the connection that she's in right now? What's the advice here for Bree surrounding the connection that she's in? I keep hearing breadcrumbing. What's the advice here for... and it could be a bad thing. It could not. We'll see. The breadcrumbing could be, like, if you did say that she's claiming someone's pregnant. Yeah, exactly. With the Five of Swords and the Four of Wands. That could be why he may be breadcrumbing at this time. Yeah, Ten of Swords, because it could be in a sense to where he doesn't know the direction to go. But let's see. What's the advice here for Bree surrounding this love situation that she's in currently? What's the advice here for Bree surrounding this love situation that she's in currently? I feel like you keep coming out in this Two of Swords energy to where it's like you're not really sure, kind of what to do in regards to the situation. Yeah, the Moon and the Justice here. Let's see. What's the advice here? What's the advice here for Bree surrounding the current person that she's with or she's dealing with at this time? What's the advice, Spirit? Truth. Four of Cups. Four of Cups, the Justice. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. The Tower and the Page of Pentacles. What's the Four of Cups here for? Why is the Four of Cups here? For Bree surrounding this love situation. Why is the Four of Cups here for Bree? And I fell into reverse. I don't want to take that because I don't like the way it fell. Show me again. Show me the Four of Cups here for Bree. Show me the Four of Cups here for Bree. The Fool. What's the Justice? What's the Justice here for? Page of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. What's the Justice? Six of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Ten of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Five of Swords. Ten of Swords. But who is it? The Hermit, Page of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles. What's the Six of Pentacles here for? The Emperor. Huh. I feel like there's some distortion in this energy. It feels very distorted. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Ten of Cups. Who's this Emperor? Who's this Emperor? Judgment. Ace of Swords. Child on the bottom of the deck here. Judgment. What's the Judgment here for? Why is the Judgment here? Why is the Judgment here for Bree in this love situation? Why is the Judgment here for Bree? Opposition. Message. Lust. Child. I don't know, Bree. What's the Judgment? Mentally and emotionally unstable child. Family, community, thoughts, rich guy, abundance, emotional pain, self-love, love spell, priestess, achievement, divine masculine. It feels mixed. I'm not gonna lie. It feels kind of like a mixture of energy. Let me cleanse this energy real quick. Truth and only truth here for Bree, Spirit. Okay, they're telling me to ask a different question here so I can see clearer. Clear up the energy here. No distractions of this energy for Bree at this time. Ashe. Any type of spell works, bindings, or castings that's being casted onto her energy is banished right now as I speak. Gratitude, Archangel Michael, for protecting the messages at this time. This feels better. This feels better. If there's any distortion in her energy, I clear it right now as I speak. Ashe. Show me what the truth is for Brie at this time, surrounding the person that she's with at this time. What's the outcome of this relationship of the person that she's with? What's the outcome of this relationship of the person that she's with at this time? What's the outcome of the relationship for Brie? What's the outcome of the relationship that she's with at this time? What's the outcome? What's the outcome? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It feels like an illusion. Show me more. Show me more. What's the outcome? So this may be in a space, yeah, the Tower. Yeah, Queen of Swords energy. It may be in a space to where, show me more. What's the outcome in regards to the Bree's relationship that she's with now? What's the outcome of with the relationship that Bree's in now? What's the outcome? Show me the outcome. I'm hearing it keeps you distracted. Yeah. I hear it's keeping you distracted because mentally and emotionally unstable. What's the Tower? What's the Tower in regards to this outcome for her in this relationship that she's with now? What's the outcome? What's the outcome? Ace of Wands. Yeah, like it's like I feel like there's something else that's new here. You may be being protected from this energy. Yeah, because I keep seeing this Five of Swords and this Five of Cups energy. And this may have to do with you going within, because it's like this illusion keeps coming out and the Tower keeps coming out also as well in the Five of Swords. So it's like it's the energy to where it's like someone may not be being too honest in a sense here. Yeah, past, yeah, third party, King of Pentacles energy. Yeah, surprise. What's the Seven of Cups here? What's this illusion? What's the illusion here? What's the illusion? What's the Seven of Cups here? Why is the Seven of Cups here for Bree? Why is the Seven of Cups here? Rich guy, lust. Like I feel like this is something to where it's like he's stable, but it's like it's this lustful energy that keeps popping out. Yeah, abuse and mental abuse. So that's what I'm saying. It's like something to because mentally and emotionally unstable. It's like he may be like has money in a sense here to where it's like his stability is right, but it's like the way he goes about things as far as emotionally and mentally is not the direction in a sense is what I'm picking up on. Like the lust energy also as well, awakening and karmic masculine. Yeah, it's like yeah, endings. I'm not feeling it. It's like an energy to where it's like he may be manipulative in a sense here, like manipulative. Show me what else here in regards to the person that she's with at this time. Yeah, love spell energy and lust. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. Karmic masculine again as I split the deck. Yeah, manipulation. Yeah. I don't like it. He may be too manipulative. Show me, let me see. Where's my other cards? What's this love spell energy? What's this love spell energy for Bree? What's this love spell energy for Bree? Ooh, I got the chills so bad. What's this love spell energy for Bree? What's this love spell energy for Bree? What's this love spell energy for Bree? I'm hearing if they go against your intuition. Yeah. Yeah, Page of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. The High Priestess, yeah, the High Priestess in the Tower and the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups here. If you feel like he kind of goes against your intuition in a sense here, I would back off. Yeah, the Justice and the Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Let me see if there's projection on here. But let me see. Something feels like the illusion card came out because something feels like an illusion here. Because mental abuse is coming out also as well. Like he may be. Let's see. What's the truth here surrounding Bree's relationship with the current person she's with now? What's the truth here surrounding Bree's relationship with the current person she's with now? What's the truth, Spirit? Show me the truth. New love. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah. Actions speak louder than words. But the deck, unconditional love, be honest, be aware of codependency. Magnetic connection, engagement, be present. This feels like, love spell energy. I'm not gonna lie. It's like something does not feel right. Show me the energy surrounding the love here with Bree's person. Show me the energy surrounding the love here with her person. Show me the energy surrounding Bree with love and her person. Show me the energy. Initiation, water sign. Fasting. Is she a water sign? Let me see what you've been saying. You're the water sign? Losing toxic people is a win as I split the deck. Separation spells, and sincerely I told you so. Winter. Brianna, yeah, we can do it a different time. Sorry, give me just a moment here, because this is, I don't like the energy with this message. I don't like the energy. Yeah, love spell came out. It's because the thing is, what I don't like about this is it keeps bouncing from like legacy energy and happiness type of energy with the love, like it's like a true love in a sense, and then also heartbreak, like I said, like it's like it keeps bouncing back from that energy, and that's why that love spell came out, because it's like something's not right with the energy. And it's like, and I can't tell if it's his energy or if it is someone else's energy of interference. Yeah, because legacy in the home keeps coming out, but it's like there's certain things that just keeps showing up, the devil, and yeah, I don't like it. So it's like I need to clear it up, because I don't want to give a definite answer and it's illusion type of energy. So I'm just going to clear it up again. So I'm going to go ahead and ground the energy here so that we can clear the message, so I can get a clearer message. All right, so take some time, close your eyes, take 8 deep breaths here. We'll go ahead and cleanse the energy so that we can go ahead and make sure it's clear. I'm doing a personal message, so please leave off on messaging. You keep on sending me the same message. It's distracting the energy. All right, take 8 deep breaths here, Bree. Ground the energy here, Spirit. I break any hexes or curses or any jinxes that is placed upon Bree at this time to show the truth and only the truth, Ashe. I break any illusions, any trickster spirits. I demand it right now, Ashe. Gratitude. Show me the truth. Show me the truth here surrounding Bree and her person. Show me the truth surrounding Bree and her person at this time. I break any illusions that is trying to keep me away from the truth, Ashe. Show me the truth here surrounding Bree and her person. Show me the truth surrounding Bree and her current person. What's the Nine of Pentacles surrounding Bree and her person? What's the Nine of Pentacles surrounding Bree and her person? Keep the door open. Balance. So what I was picking up on is it can go either way with this energy. So keep the door open came out. So it says here, don't be focused on a closed door that you don't see the ones which is open for you. And it says balance. So it says here, there needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. So show me more about this energy surrounding Bree and the person that she's with right now. Show me more about the energy surrounding Bree and the person that she's with right now. Show me more. Show me more. Be honest. They are the one, okay? Actions speak louder than words. Unconditional love. Okay, so be honest, okay? Have these heart-to-heart conversations with this person. Just keep things in alignment with the truth, okay? Because this may be that person, okay? Yeah, they may be that person here, okay? They're just maybe outer influence to where they're projecting onto this situation. Because the Knight of Pentacles came out, which is kind of like my success card in a sense here. And then right after that was the Ace of Swords. So that's Spirit saying that's the truth, okay? So show me more. Show me more about the person that she's with at this time. Show me more about the person that she's with Bree. Show me more. Show me more. The person that she's with at this time. Yeah. Three of Wands, okay? So it's like there is some movement that can happen. Just continue to be honest with each other, okay? Trust your intuition also as well, okay? Trust your intuition. Lean into your intuition. Yeah, third party. Yeah, this could be that third party that's projecting onto the energy. Yeah. Yeah, this could be the third party. That's projecting with this Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on to the energy. Mm.